Financial education, also called financial literacy, comprises the knowledge and skills you need to make informed and wise decisions regarding the financial resources you have. Financial education or financial literacy is essential for achieving financial freedom. Financial freedom, meanwhile, is the condition where you no longer have to depend on your family, a company, or a job, especially one that you resent, to live the life you desire. This is what almost all people aim for. Then there is another concept you need to understand if you want to gain financial freedom. Here's a little game I want to play, you guys. If you hear me say the word financial, take a sip of water. Okay, let's get back to the video. Financial confidence differs from financial freedom, whereas financial freedom relies on having a certain amount of money available to live life on your own terms. Financial confidence is based on certainty in yourself, wisdom, and vision to build wealth. You see, most people have a money scarcity mindset. They think there is a limit to all the money in the world, so they believe only a few exceptional people can become rich and that there is hardly any chance for the average Joe to make it big. Poor Joe. Joe didn't do anything to you. This is a very destructive belief. In reality, the world is full of money and there is no limit to the opportunities for making money. The catch is that only those with financial education and the right mindset, attitude, and discipline can acquire it. The key is to know how money works and the rules that govern them. Follow these rules for acquiring money and you will have financial success. So, watch and listen carefully because in the next few minutes, I will teach you the four of the most important rules in building wealth. Master these rules, and you will be on your way to becoming financially confident, literate, and free.
Hi, and welcome to Business Reactor, where we will be showing you the latest tips and tricks in the financial space as well as business and entrepreneurship. If you want success in your life and business, then you came to the right place because in this channel, we help you in getting ready for success. For more latest success tips from our videos, subscribe to our channel and click on that notification bell button. Let's get right into it.
I want to bring your attention to something. Ever notice how practically all the information you need is just right at your fingertips? If you want to learn about something, all you need to do is Google it or search it on YouTube. The information is almost always free or is relatively affordable. Despite this easy and free accessibility to financial knowledge, 90% of the population remain uneducated financially. As a result, they remain in a trap that doesn't allow them to become financially free. Take John, for example. When he received his after tax paycheck of $3,800, he paid for all of his bills and was left with 1,000. Instead of saving or investing or using these dollars on something useful, he decided to throw a party and spend whatever was left on some useless stuff. What do you think will happen with John a few years down the line if he continues making such financial decisions? I tell you, none of the wealthy are financially ignorant, and maybe the exception of lottery winners and those who suddenly come into a large inheritance. However, if such people are financially ignorant, they will make unwise decisions that will ultimately lead to losing their sudden wealth. You see how it's important to be financially educated? The sad thing is, it isn't even taught in schools. Most people don't even know that they need financial education. And even if they realize they need it and that it's cheap or even free, they still don't bother becoming financially literate. Why is this? Well, I'll give you two reasons. The first reason is it's not generally accepted as okay. Most people grow up with a scarcity mindset. With the exception of a few families, most children are brought up to think money doesn't grow on trees and that money is evil. Children grow up thinking that rich people are bad and that poverty is honorable. They are taught to not go after money because it's not morally good to do so, and to instead be satisfied with their lot in life. When they grow up, they are encouraged to find high paying jobs and work for other people, unknowingly making those people richer, instead of finding ways to work for themselves and make money work for them. These limiting and false beliefs do a lot of harm and stop people from being proactive to become more financially literate. They become lulled into a sense of familiarity. Another generally accepted concept is that debt is bad, and under no circumstances should one go into debt. Though there is some wisdom to this, it's not 100% true 100% of the time. If you know the proper circumstances and ways to use debt, you can use it to build wealth. To do this, you need to be financially educated. Stop listening to doomsayers, especially if they are not financially literate nor confident. Instead, listen to those who actually know how to build wealth and are successful at it. Those are the ones you can learn from. The second reason, fear and poor self image. Because of the limiting beliefs people grow up with regarding money, they have become afraid to learn about money and to take risks. They don't feel confident and start believing subconsciously that they don't deserve to be wealthy. Thus, they end up with low self esteem. When you study the wealthy, you will notice that they all did not get to where they are by being afraid and timid. They didn't stay inside their comfort zones, and so they did what it takes to achieve their financial goals. They have a healthy self image and believe they deserve to be rich and happy. They see themselves achieving their goal and becoming successful. Take your cue from them. Before you work on becoming financially literate, cultivate a success and abundance mindset. Overwrite those limiting money beliefs with the belief that you truly deserve to be wealthier and happier. See yourself confident, charismatic, and rich in your mind's eye. This gives you the confidence and courage to step out of your comfort zone and take the steps to be financially educated and eventually be financially free. There will be risks involved. Remember the saying, no guts, no glory. This is also true in your journey to financial freedom. For example, starting your own business without money entails a fair amount of risk because it means you might have to take out a loan and put yourself in a lot of debt. If you strategize your money and business wisely, that debt can eventually make you money. So don't be afraid. Now that you know what to get out of your way to become financially literate, let's move on to those four important rules for building wealth. Rule number one, be rich. When I say be rich, I mean think rich, the way a rich person thinks. Feel what it's like to be rich. We talked about this a little bit earlier about how important your mindset and your vision of yourself is to your success. So, see yourself rich and act rich. To do this, study the rich people you admire and how they think. You will find that acting rich doesn't mean acting in an obnoxious, arrogant, bossy way. Thinking rich also may include living above your means. I know that it's not common advice to people to live below your means if you want to build wealth. However, when I say live above your means, I don't mean squandering your money on things you definitely can't afford. You will find yourself in a financial quagmire if you do that. What I mean is, it's okay to spend on those things that make you feel good, as long as they're within reason and you are disciplined and wise in how you go about it. The important thing is that you don't feel deprived of some simple pleasures that contribute toward thinking and feeling rich. Having a couple of caramel lattes and frappuccinos at Starbucks every month or even every week won't prevent you from becoming a billionaire, but depriving yourself of this when it somehow makes you feel on top of the world can leave you feeling poor. That's not a good mind space to be in. Not feeling rich can prevent you from seeing opportunities in places where you can make money. Rule number two, invest in what you understand. Investing is a great way for growing your money. With investing, you make your money work for you instead of you working for money. No one ever got rich long term by working for someone else. So learn all you can about investing, the knowledge and the skills required. Getting a mentor will accelerate your financial education. You'll know and understand what to invest in because there are many types of investments: stocks, bonds, foreign exchange, and real estate, to name a few. Here are the four I believe are the most important to invest in. Invest in yourself. You might be surprised to hear me say that, but you should really invest in yourself. In fact, this is the most important investment you can make. Your brain is your money making machine. Besides acquiring knowledge for running a business, financial education included, investing in yourself also entails being on top of developments in your field so that you're always ahead and able to take advantage of new opportunities. Number two, invest in your business. If you want to expand your business that you put up or that you bought, you will need to inject money into it. This can involve research and development, marketing, or hiring the right people. Number three, invest in real estate. Real estate generally appreciates over time, so the key is to buy low and sell high. So keep your eyes peeled for great money-making opportunities in this industry. You can start with regular homes, Or find houses that aren't in good condition but are good in developing neighborhoods. Renovate the house or flip it so like it's new, then it can bide you time as the price rises. Then you sell the house at a nice profit. From there, you can move on to a commercial real estate. Number 4, invest in stocks. A stock is a part of a company that is offered to the public for sale. So when you own stocks or shares of a company, in effect, you are part owner of that business. Being part owner, you are entitled to a portion of the profits, which is the equivalent of your initial investment. Investing in the stock market is a risky move, but if you're in it for the long term and you follow sound investment strategies like the ones in our channel, wink wink, you can make a lot of money. And you can also lose a lot of money if you don't play wisely. So those are the 4 most important and well-known investment types. You don't have to invest in each one with the exception of the first one, which is yourself, of course. You should definitely do that. Regardless of what you do choose to invest in, the most important thing to remember is to know and understand what you're investing in. Do heavy research before investing and get a mentor or at least ask advice from a successful stock market professional. Rule number 3, learn skills for acquiring assets. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, put it succinctly when he said that an asset is something that puts money in your pocket, while a liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. I believe that your brain is your most valuable asset. So develop your brain for it to be more valuable and enable you to make informed decisions on acquiring assets. Besides making wise decisions, you can put your brain to work by learning skills that are of high value to the market and will help you create income from practically nothing other than your knowledge and skills. An example would be a digital course in your area of expertise, or learn all that you can about real estate and get licensed as a real estate broker. Take inventory of your abilities, skills, and interests and see which field you can best use these to develop a high income generating project or business. Income from this can be used for acquiring more and more and more assets. You get an asset, you get an asset, everybody gets an asset. Rule number 4, use debt strategically. Debt is a powerful but deadly weapon. We covered earlier how debt, when used wisely and under the right circumstances, can help you create wealth. Learn to evaluate your situation carefully and quantitatively so that you can use your debt to thrive. As we said earlier, there is no reason to fear debt. Rather, use it to your advantage. Worth mentioning, though, that there is good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is debt that you know for certain you will not be able to repay. A popular example is student loans. Fresh out of college, a person is already tied down with debt amounting to an average of $30,000. Then they spend a majority of their lifetime working to pay it off and may end up in default. On the other hand, good debt is one that you know for certain that you will pay off because you have made a plan for repayment. And it makes you money. So let's go back to an earlier example. You get a loan to finance your business because you've studied and analyzed the situation carefully and you've made sound plans for both your business and loan payments. You will earn money from your business eventually. This would not have happened if you did not take out a loan to start your business. And that's it for your Financial Education 101.
And that's it for today. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications for up-to-date videos on new trends and tips in the financial space, as well as business and entrepreneurship. Also, do leave a comment below if you have any thoughts and give a press on that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.